Title: My wife stumbled in drunk that morning. "Don't ask me stupid questions, it's none of your business where I was," she snapped. But her jaw dropped when she realized I wasn't alone. When she saw who was sitting on my laps. She stumbled through the door just after dawn. The smell of cheap liquor entered before she did. Hair tangled, lipstick smeared, she looked at me like I was the problem. "Don't ask me stupid questions, it's none of your business where I was," she snapped. But her voice froze when she saw I wasn't alone. Her jaw trembled, her pupils widened. And then she saw her. The woman sitting on my lap, calm, composed, and quietly sipping coffee. My wife's face turned pale. Her knees gave out. She collapsed. That was the moment she realized her game was over. There was a time I would have died for her. We were married for 7 years. In the beginning, she was my entire world, my anchor in chaos. She laughed with her whole heart, made promises she never meant to break. I believed her. God, I believed everything she said. She used to trace my jaw with her fingertips and say, "You'll never lose me." But the truth was, I lost her long before I knew it. It started subtly, missed calls, cold shoulders, a new perfume she claimed was a free sample. Then came the late nights, the evasive answers, the faint scent of someone else on her clothes. I tried to reason with myself, tried to believe I was imagining it. Love makes fools of logical men. The night everything shattered, she left her phone on the counter. It buzzed, a text from someone named Ryan. "Last night was unforgettable. Same place tomorrow?" My hands went numb. I read it twice, then 3 times, hoping the words would change. They didn't. I didn't confront her. Not yet. Confrontation gives away power. I simply smiled when she came home that night and asked about her day. She lied effortlessly. That's when I knew I had to play this differently. I became quiet, watchful, calculating. I started tracking her car's location through the GPS I had installed when we bought it. A precaution back then, an advantage now. Every girls' night was spent in the same hotel, room 406. I had photos, videos, receipts, timestamps. The truth neatly documented. Every betrayal has its cost. I was ready to make her pay in full. For weeks I prepared. Not emotionally, I was done feeling, but strategically. First, I met with a lawyer. I learned things she didn't know about the house, the finances, her credit. Everything we shared became mine the moment I set the pieces in motion. Quietly, legally, perfectly. Then I reached out to the other woman in Ryan's life, his wife. Her name was Clara. I expected rage, tears, denial, but instead she smiled, slow and sharp. "Let's give them something they'll never forget," she said. That was the beginning of our partnership. 2 betrayed souls, bonded by pain and purpose. We planned the reveal together, down to the minute. It began 3 nights before the morning. My wife thought she was meeting Ryan for a secret getaway. Instead, she arrived to find his wife, Clara, waiting in the hotel lobby, with divorce papers in one hand and a camera in the other. She caught every expression, every excuse, every failed lie. Meanwhile, I stayed home, preparing the final act. When she returned at dawn, reeking of whiskey and panic, she didn't expect anyone to be awake. She stumbled through her usual line of defense. "Don't ask me stupid questions, it's none of your business where I was." But this time, it was my business. Clara sat on my lap, wearing the same calmness I'd worn for months. She looked at my wife, smiled faintly, and said, "We finally meet." The silence that followed was surgical. My wife's knees buckled. She clutched the doorframe, her breath shallow. What is she doing here?" I didn't answer. I let the question hang, like smoke in the room. Clara stood, walked over, and placed an envelope on the table. Inside were photos, her and Ryan, every meeting, every lie. "You're not the only one who keeps secrets," she said softly. Then I slid my own folder across the table. My wife opened it. Legal documents, deed transfers, bank closures, evidence of her affair. Every shred of power she thought she had, gone. She stared at me, eyes wide, whispering, "You can't do this." I leaned forward. I already did. The sound she made then wasn't a cry. It was the sound of realization, the exact moment her world broke in half. By noon, she was gone. Her clothes, her keys, her pride. Word spread fast. Ryan's wife filed for divorce. Ryan lost his job after the photos leaked. Turns out, sleeping with a client's wife doesn't go over well in corporate politics. As for me, I kept my calm, signed the final papers, changed the locks, moved on. Clara and I never became lovers. That wasn't the point. We were allies in justice, nothing more. Two people who refused to be victims. Sometimes, late at night, I still remember her laughter, the version of her before the lies. It used to sting. Now, it's just a sound from another life. People ask if I regret it. I don't. Regret is for those who act on impulse. I acted on precision. She thought I'd break down, beg, forgive. She underestimated the power of silence, of patience. Revenge isn't about shouting or chaos. It's about control, about standing in the ruins they created and knowing you're the only one left standing. That morning, when she stumbled in drunk and saw us together, I didn't need to say a word. The truth spoke for itself, and it was louder than any revenge could ever be. I didn't raise my voice, didn't lift a hand, just built a truth so undeniable it destroyed her quietly. That's the kind of justice I believe in. Silent, precise, complete.